Hey guys, so I wanted to show you what I'm working on right now. All of these yarns came from the spinning box with different combinations. These two were made from the same fiber in the spinning box, but on this one I added brown and on this one I added white. This one was called Kitchen Sink Lint. It was the green one. This one I'm turning into a present for a friend as a request from her husband. And you can see it has a little bit of purple in it. This one was from Camage Fibers. Let's see, I think I used 3 different skeins on, 3 different bats on this and combined them. And the sun, the light isn't terribly good right here. So I'll try to show this once it's finished drying. That's what it's doing right now. We just hung it up last night. This was from the same skein as the purple that you see here. But this one I did just the purple plus white. Kaya wants me to make something out of the purple one for her. And then this is what's kind of making me go cross-eyed right now. So my mother, as her incentive for the Kickstarter, required that I make her, I think, 15 little outfits for her little cozy critters. There is what it's supposed to look like. I had to do this one first from the same pattern. So I used the same pattern and I did it in a large yarn, almost bulky, with large needles, size 8. These were made with the size 2 and the needles are this long is all. And I started this dress and I couldn't get it right. I couldn't see my stitches. The needles were so tiny. I've never actually made anything this tiny before. And so I thought, well, my mom has bigger dolls than that. So I made this one, and right now I have it blocking. I'm letting it, it's wet, and I'm allowing it to dry with this towel over it so that it will hold down all the edges. And then I need to add buttons. I need to add 1, 2 buttons there. So this is the 3rd attempt at this dress. And I think it's super cute. It's supposed to have stripes, but I am trying to get the pattern down before I add any intricacies, any color changes or anything, just to make sure that it would turn out. It also has bloomers and a little mob cap, and there's others that are shoes and little socks and everything. I go down to a quadruple 0 in size for on these needles when I get down as far as the socks that I make for them. So I think I'm going blind on this project. It's been really rewarding. You wouldn't think it would take 6 hours to make such a tiny thing. And that's how long it took me just for this little tiny one. Not because it is which is not very much compared to the sweaters. That's not very much time at all compared to the sweaters. But it is time consuming because of the shaping. The shaping, you don't have a lot of bulky seams. You actually knit it all as one piece, but you knit it in the flat. You don't knit it in the round, you knit it in the flat. And so then it looks kind of like a geometric puzzle piece when you're finished with it, and then you have to criss and cross and sew all those rectangles together to make it work. And I'm charmed by it, and I'm really excited now that I understand the style and the language of the lady that wrote the pattern, because she took the pattern from Japanese and turned it into English. And so you also have a translation thing going on there where sometimes I don't understand the pattern, which is why I wonder if I still have it. I have the one that I screwed up on. which is why I had to do it bigger first. It was just too hard to combine the tiny needles and the tiny thread and the Japanese language translation. So I'm kind of excited. It makes me feel like a big girl that I figured this out. So there you go, Mom. That's actually the second thing I've made. The first thing I made was a sweater. So this is the second true to size. I mean, can you see? If I show you the size difference. There's my finger. It is almost as tall as my finger. That's how small it is. Fun, fun. Oh yeah, I wanted to show the pattern. Okay, so for the red stuff, I needed to show the husband the pattern for this. So maybe we'll have to combine that and do an edited video to do that. Okay, so for the red yarn, I wanted to do either this cowl, or a long scarf that is half shawl, half scarf. It's the scarf that I use when I'm out doing chores because it's really nice and warm. But I didn't know if maybe she likes something a little dressier, more like a snood or a, let's see, what did they call this one? They called this one the lace bandana. And this one is the eyelet snood. So it's like a hood. So this is the book. Let's see if I can back away a little bit. Cowl Girls by Kathy Carone. So, dear husband who is wanting this for his wife, if you wanted to show her this book and ask her which in it she likes and then get back to me, just to be sneaky, that would be great so that I would know. Otherwise, just guess, and that's the one I'll make. It'll only take me a couple days to make it now that I have it all spun up, and it's drying right now, so I just need to know. So here is the name tag for this sweater. I wonder if any of you can tell what it is. Can anybody guess? So, it's all finished. It's a bigger patch just because in order to get the right detail I needed a bigger patch. So, ready to be sent off. I still need to block the hood. So we're going to do that and then sending it off.